Can you really buy a property below market value, spend a tiny budget on improvements, and then pull every penny back out within a single week? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I did, step by step, so you can see how to recycle your cash and keep growing your portfolio without constantly saving for the next deposit. So keep watching as I show you how I turn this property into this in 1 week's time and how you can grow your property portfolio too. Today, I need your help, and for two reasons. One, I bought this property because a client dropped out. Just to prove to you that I put my money where my mouth is, I am buying in the same areas where I'm buying for clients. I'm sourcing for clients all over the Northwest, and if a client drops out, sometimes I will buy it, and this is a prime example. Guys, I got this property for £137,000. It's worth £180,000. Let me show you in this video all the options available and how I'm going to make money from it. Let's go. Quick deal breakdown. £137,000, worth 170 to 180. Why did I buy it? Number one, very good plot. Look at the garden. I love plots like this. You hardly ever get them. Number two, it's a bit different. I've got a big portfolio of terraced houses, HMOs. I wanted a few semi-detaches, so I put that in there. Number three, it's prime. It's a postcode which ends in 2. Right, so it's pretty close to city centre. On the way here, we stopped at Costa, which was like 5 minutes walk. So I think it's a perfect demand area for all types of tenants. Number 3, was that number 3? Number 4, I don't know. Okay, tenants ringing. Right, it's a very easy refurb. I don't buy properties that need a lot of work because I don't have the capacity. And I don't want a big refurb because you think you're going to make money, you think it's undervalued, and by the time you paid the builders, things are cropped up behind walls, etc. You lose money, or time, which is money, especially mine. So, what does it need? This is a classic ex-rental property. Look, stuff like this. You know, it puts your buyers off. It puts, look, tiles here. We're just going to vinyl over this. It puts your buyers off, but it's a very easy, very few £1,000s and you back up. A little wet room here, but they've got a modern radiator. So it's just a very easy fix. They actually, I think this was a probate sale, and they didn't tell me because they said it was an ex-rental, but I don't know if it was an ex-rental because of a wet room. Things like this missing, stuff like this. Yeah, quick. I don't even know if I need to change the floor to get a thingy. I'll change the carpet down here if you come in here. The lounge. So guys, it's a very easy turnaround. Look at the plot at the front, right? The houses, I've looked at the comparables, there's solid comparables and you can't go wrong. I'll quickly show you upstairs. Now, why do I need your help, guys? Well, what's the multiple options for this property? The multiple options are, we can do a HMO, and I'll show you why. I didn't even view this property, guys. I snapped it up straight away. I didn't even view it, but I looked at the comparables and there's very nice houses in the area. Okay. You've got a 3-bedroom semi-detached. Common sense, I'm buying terraces for £140,000, £150,000. This was 137,000 or 136,500. So common sense would tell you it's a good buy. 1 bedroom. Needs a bit of work, needs painting, needs the cobwebs going, but it's a solid bedroom. 2nd bedroom. Master, you'd call it. All this probably put people off because it looks like smoke damage, but it's not. It's just shadows from probably someone's been smoking here. This door probably needs changing if we're going to do it as a HMO. Boiler's new. I wouldn't even be bothered, guys, if you got that properly, yeah? Guys, I wouldn't even be bothered if the boiler was old because I'd change it £1,000, right? But it's new. Warranty. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even check that. Smaller bedroom here. You've got a 3-bedroom, semi-detached property. Look at the garden, guys. I didn't even see this before. I don't want to damage the blinds, but here we go. Look at that. Look at that garden, right? I didn't even see that before. So what can I do with it? First of all, number 1, do it up. Spend a few thousand on it, do it up. Number 2, remortgage it straight away, not waiting 6 months. Because I'm spending a few thousand on it, I can remortgage it. Now, I don't have to remortgage. A lot of people think, oh, if you spent 5,000 or 4,000, you can only remortgage for the extra. No, it doesn't matter. You can spend 4,000, bring the value up as much as you want. So I'm going to remortgage it for 175,000. I'm going to get all my money back out, or probably most of it. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to let it out. Now, this is what I need you guys to help me with. Guys, put in the comments what you do and I'll actually respond to each and every one of you. Let's improve the engagement. And guys, also, let me bring you more of these deals. Let me show you what's available and how to make money on UK property, how to get one of those paid for by rent. What are we going to do with this property? Let's decide together. Are we going to do, and I'm not too bothered, should we do single let to a family or should we do a HMO to like working professionals? None of that social housing, Serco, asylum seeker bollocks. But what should we do? Because we'll probably get, and I like to underprice my rooms and overprice my family lets. So I'll always charge a premium to put people off for family lets, but I'll always charge a little bit less for rooms because then I can choose who I get. But I don't want to get people who want a bargain for family lets because they're harder to get rid of. So I always overprice it. Because I prefer a single let. So I think 500, 500, 500, pretty much, or a variation, but it's 1,500. Family let, you're on pay-as-you-go meter, so it's not going to be that much. I'll have to put internet in, which is £30 a month, fibre optic. Probably get students, so I won't pay council tax. Family let, you could probably get the same. It's a 3-bedroom, semi-detached, with a garden and a nice plot. What family won't want a garden like that? It comes with some furniture, a shed, some patios. It's a really nice garden. Nice mature trees at the back. It might be 1,400. I don't think it'll be less than 1,000 or 1,200. Guys, what would you choose? So a lot of people get on to me going, what about your bills? Blah, blah, blah. It's on a pay-as-you-go meter as a HMO, so what are they going to spend? Are they going to go to the shop and top it up every day and leave the lights on, or are they going to be working in the city centre, come back home for somewhere to sleep and study? Let's be realistic. Even my biggest HMOs in Manchester, the bills are not more than £200 a month. So am I going to get the flexibility and the choice of tenants and get £500 a room, or am I going to get a family? I don't know, guys. Comment below, let me know. I'm going to reply to each and every one of you. Also, yes, if you want a free property investment guide to show you how we source these kind of properties, how we get these deals, if you want us to do it for you with our network, with our time in the market, it's pretty much how I got this, through network. I knew the estate agents. It was on the market as well, but he took it off straight away. So you wouldn't, yes, you could have got this deal, but by the time I rang up and taken it off in an hour, you wouldn't have even seen it on Rightmove. So we can do that for you. We have a lot of clients. We've got a growing list and we're capping it because there's too many people now and we want to service everyone and do a really good service. So, you know, our name spreads and they always come back to me, and I've got a solid group now, always comes back anyway. So, but if you want to do it yourself, you can read our free property investment guide. But yeah, guys, what would you actually do? Look at the double glazing. Now, I would actually buy it without double glazing. What I always go for, I always look at the area, I always look at the cars, I always look at have people spent money on the houses, and in this area they have. It's not the most expensive area, but people are proud of their properties. I've got good experience buying semi-detached. I've only got a few, but they've all done really well because they tend to go up more than terraces. Having said that, you can buy more terraces for one semi-detached, so it's like I do prefer terraces. Plus, terraces are a little bit easier to do a HMO. If this was a terrace, I probably could get 4 rooms. But where you've seen downstairs, and we'll put the floor plan on screen now, you wouldn't be able to do it because you wouldn't have a communal room, and I don't want to cram loads of people in. But having said that, I think we've got enough corridor space here, because I always like corridors to go up and turn, and because this is a little bit further space here, I think we'll be all right for 3 people up here without interrupting each other. We'll see how it goes. Again, bathroom, what needs doing? That needs painting. That needs a new thing, probably a new shower. That needs vinyling. We don't even retile, we just put modern vinyl. Toilet's new, it just needs fixing. That's it. I'm not going to tile. I'm not going to bother, as long as there's no leaks. I like this window at the top of the stairs, which you get in a lot of semi-detachers. It's a good property, guys. Carpet doesn't even need doing, it just needs cleaning. So, we'll rinse and repeat. We've got a window here as well. How long's that? Stop it. I am doing it as an HMO. I will put some more storage units so you get 2 each or 1 each. Probably have 2 each here, 3 people. Nice little breakfast stools here. Washing machine dryer or the washer dryer combined. It's not rocket science, guys. There's a space for a fridge somewhere if we can fit it in, probably here. It's not rocket science, guys. What it is is buying in the right areas for the right price. That's all property is. Right area, right price, buy below market value. If I'd paid 170,000, 175,000 or even 165 for this, it wouldn't have been a deal because I've got to pay stamp duty. I've then got to an expensive mortgage. But most importantly, how are you going to fund your next one? Because say you put 50 grand into this, right? At that price, 165, 170. Okay. How are you going to save for the next one? It's going to be many months before you can afford another one, especially those who watch this channel growing a portfolio. So let me show you 75 deposit, 165, 123, 165 minus 123, 142 grand. So plus stamp duty, you're looking at 55 grand, or sorry, 50 grand-ish, whatever. Plus your solicitor fees and etc. It's going to take you 50 months. That's without a mortgage. That's without paying your mortgage. It's going to take you about 50 months to save up. That's a few years, right? And so people come to me, landlords, they've got 2 houses, they want to know how they can get the third one, and that's the mistake they're doing. What they're doing is they're buying a property and just waiting for the rent to get the next deposit. Well, how are you going to get a portfolio like me of 40 houses? You're not. What you need to do is buy below market value on day one. And I don't mean below market value buying this at 136,000 and it needs going back to brick and every single thing, there's not even a kitchen, because you're going to spend, and you're going to make maybe you're going to make 3 grand, but you're going to spend all of your discount that you've got on the refurb, especially builders prices today. What you want to do is get something like this, which is tired, which you can get a cheeky day labourer in. We've got 2 or 3 jobs like this a week, right? Just to patch it up, get a value in, go tick, 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 yep. He doesn't know how much you bought it for. That's the other trick. He doesn't know how much you bought it for. We never tell them until the end. Revalue it, get your money out. You might not get all of it, but you might get 25 grand back. Save a few bits and onto your next one, and you do the same on your next one, and that's how you build your portfolio. So, it's stuff like that. It's a brand new bathroom suite. So you've got 2 bathrooms now. I've got multiple options, guys. I can't decide what I'm going to do with this house. Let's have a look outside. Look at the space here. It's like a detached house. I love the mature trees there. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I don't pick them bad. I never buy a bad house. Everything's UPVC. Nice patio door. Take a picture of that. Look at that. You wouldn't think it for 137, would you? Well, that's what we do, guys. We source incredible properties, pretty much incredible prices, but you've got to be fast. Someone dropped out of it. I didn't even bother to convince them. So, you sure you don't want it, bruv? Yeah, I'm not sure about the area. I'm not sure if it's going to work as a HMO. No problem. That's fine. You sure? Yeah, I'm buying it. 2 weeks later, I said, I'm buying it. So, what can you do? I mean, I'm not going to ask twice. A property like this, I could do with my eyes closed. It's even got blinds. Don't even need. All it needs is a little bit of gardening outside, tidying up, and you could imagine if this was all a driveway. If you wanted to flip this property, which I could do, but I'm not going to, right? This is another thing, guys. Let me know in the comments, right? Would you flip this property? Because I could probably get 200 grand out of this, 195. Probably put it on for offers around 200, except 190, 195. How would I do it? I'd tidy it all up, like I've said, and I'd probably make the drive a bit more appealing, and then I'd put it out to first-time buyers. I'd change all the carpet, change all this flooring, right? And the reason I'm not going to change it at the moment is because it doesn't affect the revaluation. That's not going to make any impact on the rent or the revaluation. That might, because it's dirty, but this won't. If I was doing this as a flip, I'd have to start spending money here, 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 all of this, probably open this out, get the spindles back out, change all the carpet, which is going to be £1 grand, probably put some spotlights in here. I could do it, and I could make 60 grand. Guys, I can get most of my money back out of this deal and keep it making £1,000 a month. This is a very high growth area, and this is the other thing. We buy in high growth areas in the northwest, so this property is continuously going up. So in 5 years, I could remortgage again. I wouldn't even say 5 years, I'd say 2.5 years in the northwest. It's basically doing what London did years ago, and that's why most of our 90% of our clients are coming from down south, because they've made loads of money down south. London's plateauing and even going down now, but the northwest is shining because Imagine the price of this in London, anywhere in London, 500 plus, right? Probably more. And it's freehold as well, probably more. So what is the point of taking 60 grand profit when you could take 30 grand and let the properties go up and get the rental income as well? That's what I think. But guys, let me know if you'd actually flip this or keep it. Flip or keep in the comments as well. And yeah, but I think it's a good one. As I said, we're buying all around this area. If you subscribe to our videos on this channel, you will see properties round the corner, which I've done for a client. I've done 2 properties for a client, literally round the corner. I've got other properties around here. And just see that we're actually probably one of the only few people who are buying and doing what they say. A lot of people on YouTube, they're just showing you a screen and talking. We're here on site buying as well as educating you guys. So please like this video, help us our algorithm out, help me bring you more content, help me source you more houses, help our team, the boys on the other job, they're hungry for more work. So like, comment and subscribe this video, and we'll see you in the next one. This deal proves you don't need to wait years to recycle your cash. You just need the right property, the right strategy, and the right team. I'm Sam Chetty. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next deal.